Hi, it's Matt from Go Green Auto. So what we have here today is a 2014 Peugeot Partner SE L1 electric. So that's short wheelbase, 100% electric, battery ownership as well, so there's no lease payments unlike the Renaults. It's got DC rapid charging and obviously AC charging. What makes this one unusual is it's got the front bumpers from a Peugeot Partner TP, so they're body colour coded, and you've got the LED daytime running lights both sides. It's also got mud flaps. It's got the wind deflectors around the front windows and body coloured bumper on the rear with parking sensors. It's also got effectively brand new tyres, wheel trims and wheels, because these were the original wheels that came with the van when new, but the previous owner had different alloys fitted to it, so I got him to put these ones back on when I bought it. So they've still got 7.5mm of tread all round, effectively brand new tyres, and the condition of this is just immaculate. I haven't cleaned it yet because I've been caught out by the weather a bit, so we've got a slight break in the rain now, so I've come outside to film. But as you probably know from my videos, you watch others, I tend to be very picky, so it allows people to buy these blind and I just get them delivered to them. There's very little to point out on this one. It's really like new, you know. Mirrors are body coloured, no scratching on that one. There isn't a mark, scratch or dent on it down that side. The only thing to point out really is a couple of little chips on the bumper on that side. There's a chip there, and then down that side absolutely nothing to note. A slight little scuff there on the mirror, but that may well polish out a little bit better, and that is it. It still is like new really. And then inside, I've yet to clean the inside. I'm going to shampoo the seats because they are a little bit stained and do need it. It's quite a light material in these, but those will clean up very well. And as you can see, all in really nice condition. I've put new wiper blades on it as well, Bosch wipers on there. And then looking in the back, it's got the solid bulkhead with the mesh up front. It does have this expanded rubber foam stuff here, which is a good idea because it insulates the cab from the rear, makes heating the van a lot more efficient because you're only heating the front, cuts down the noise a little bit, but this is just tie wrapped on. This flap here does fold down, and then it allows you to load long items through to the front. And then in the back here we have got the charging cables. This is your type 1 to type 2 charging cable for home charging or public charging post or workplace charger if you've got one. That's a brand new cable. This one is the portable 10 amp charging cable, or granny cable as they often call them, and this means you can charge the van on a normal 3-pin plug at 10 amps. So obviously it takes quite a long time charging that. It's a full overnight charge, whereas when you're charging on a proper wall adapter you're charging at 16 amps, so 60% faster than a granny cable. It's ply lined with plastic lining on the top and in the top of the rear doors. The rear doors do open 180 degrees from the little yellow catches there on the hinges, but as you can see, really nice condition in the back. I'll just talk about the charging on these vans. On this side you have got your AC charging port, so 16 amps, so that's for home charging or public slow charging post. And then round on this side, where your diesel filler would have normally been, is the CHAdeMO DC rapid charging. So that means at a public rapid charger, typically at motorway service stations, but little car parks and many other places now, you can charge this van to 80% in about 20 minutes. And then looking inside, These partner vans are great because they've got 3 seats, so you can sit 3 adults. I haven't had a chance to clean this one yet. I am going to shampoo these seats because, to be honest, they need it. But as you can see, the rest of the van really tidy. And the nice thing about these seats is you can lift this one up to store boxes on the floor there. That one also lifts up and you've got a storage compartment underneath there. At the moment it's got a pump and some tyre gunk because there's no spare wheel on these electrics. And then this middle seat also folds down, so you've got sort of like a table area for the driver. This outer seat also folds flat. It then folds flush with the door, with the floor, and then obviously with this compartment folded flat you can then load long items all the way through. And then inside the van here, as you can see, the mileage is 24,194 miles. And you've got storage box up there. Very well kitted out, these vans. You've got air conditioning. Oh, the nice thing about the heating on these vans, if I just show up here, you've got 2 dials. You've got your battery, well, your fuel tank, which is your battery. At the moment it's showing about 3/4 full. The range is shown here at 55 miles. This is a bit of a guessometer. They typically do 80 to 90 miles in the summer. In the winter, well, we've just had that cold spell and these were registering, I've had 2 of these recently, and they register about 66 miles at worst, but somewhere between sort of 66 miles and 70, low 70s miles in the coldest of winter. And then you've got this other gauge here which shows the energy that the heating system is going to use, because obviously your heater or your air conditioning uses the traction battery under the floor. So here on the heater, if we turn the heating dial up to about halfway and it's now producing heat, you can see this energy meter slowly goes up and it's still in the green, producing half the heat. If I actually turn this up to maximum, and we're now getting maximum heat, you'll see this is now rising, showing you it's using obviously energy from the traction battery. And we'll see here now that the range has dropped to only 39 miles, but this is maximum. In reality you wouldn't have it maximum all the time, so if I drop it down to about half heat, you'll see the range is up to 47 miles and we're not using much energy. Also, it shows you up here on the dash display, it shows you there that it is using 9 miles of range by having the heating on, as we've got it on at the moment. But as I said, this cab has got an insulated bulkhead behind me, so you only heat up the main cabin. So in reality you probably only have the heating on 2 bar most of the time, and as you can see, not using much energy. And then if we look up here at the dash, it's using 6 miles of energy to have that much heating on. So it's a very nice system. You get a feel of how much energy you're using when using the heating, and likewise when you're using air conditioning. Turned it round to cold and the air conditioning now comes on, or you can just turn it off. So it's a very nice system. Obviously you've got your gear change here as just a switch, park, reverse, neutral, drive. You've got electric windows, central locking, different locking on the front and rear doors, so you can keep the back locked and open the front doors. You have an SOS function where you can call Peugeot if you have an accident. Down here you have got electric windows, light control, ESP. You've also got audio controls on a stalk on the back of the steering wheel. So yeah, very nicely kitted out vans. The main thing with these vans, which most others don't, is you've just got everything. You've got DC rapid charging, you've got battery ownership, so no battery lease, you have got air conditioning, and you've got 3 seats up front. And then very uniquely with this van, it has got LED daytime running lights, and then all the accessories, mud flaps, reversing sensors, body coded bumpers and wind deflectors on the windows. So details of this will be on the website. I will get it all cleaned up this week, but effectively it's ready for sale now. And if you've got any questions, you can email me or telephone me. Full details are on the website. Bye.